Hi, this is Shakil Ahmed. Welcome to the SPSS learning tutorial. In today's tutorial, we learn how to perform a logistic regression analysis in SPSS. Before starting the statistic analysis in SPSS, we discuss the assumptions of the logistic regression, which the first assumption is that your dependent variable should be measured on a dichotomous scale, and one or more independent variable which can be either on continuous or in um, that is on interval and ratio variable, or categorical means qualitative variable. And the third assumption is that the independence of observations, as we assume in linear regression, and the categories should be mutually exclusive and exhaustive, that there should be no common point between the two categories. uh, for example, if we are talking about the gender, then there should be two mutually exclusive groups, that the person is either male or female. And the fourth assumption is that there should be a linear relationship between the log transformation of the dependent variable and the independent variables. So should you should keep in mind before applying a logic regression whether your data fulfills these assumptions of the logistic regression model. We start with a new variable, which is also a qualitative variable on dichotomous scale. Do you smoke? Then the respondent might answer in yes or no. So this is a dichotomous variable. We take the smoking as the dependent variable in our analysis. We start with the option of regression and then binary logistic, as there are other uh, extension of the logistic regression, which is multinomial logistic regression and the ordinal logistic regression. We will discuss these topics in our future videos if we have time. And for now, we start with the smoking variable as the dependent variable, and student score or age of student as the covariate. And we also take a categorical response uh, to the covariate, the gender of student first include in covariate, and then include the gender variable to the category of covariate with categorical variable, and then click on continue, and then click on OK. You will see the results on logistic regression. The logistic regression start with step 0, and then we found the results at step 1. The first table appears as the model summary. You can skip this table, as this table is just to conduct a test when blogging is important in your model. But for the binary logistic regression, you just need to interpret the 3 tables: model summary, classification table, and then variables in equation table. The model summary table provides the goodness of fit of the model with R-square, which is Zodo R-square, the Cox and Snell R-square, and the Neckley and R-square is also considered as the Zodo R square. These two values provide that the proportion of variation explained by the predictors in the model, and the likelihood minus 2 log likelihood value also give the model predictive power. This is used when we are comparing the model with different predictors. Then uh, see we adopt the model with less value of the minus 2 likelihood. And this table provide the classification table. This is the most important table, which provide the how many cases are correctly predicted. There we can see that 70% of the values in the model have been correctly predicted in this regression model. uh, this is the sensitivity of the model, which is the percentage 4 divided by 70, which is the percentage of the people who say yes and actually they smoke. Yani, in other words, we can say that the correctly predicted true cases, and the 10 denote that the number of cases uh, correctly diagnosed with no. This is false negative, and this is the false positive. This is the number of cases we categorize as no, and actually they were not smoker, and this is the percentage of cases which smokes, and we predict it as smokers. So you can see these two values for your model. This is sensitivity. Basically the yes option should be here, and the yes option should be here as we are interested in smoking. Then the number of smokers should be here, but as we given the values to the yes no responses in our model, here the classification is starting from no and then yes. So these these are the misspecifications and incorrect prediction, and that the observed values was no, and on the basis of probability we categorized as this value as yes. So this is the errors, this is incorrect decisions about the values prediction. The cut value is zero point 0.5, means that the probability of 1 greater than 0 0.5 is considered as yes. Means the people smoke, the probability of smokers with 0 0.5 or greater is considered as are predicted as the smokers, and the remaining are less than 0 0.5 probability cases with less than 0 0.5 probabilities are considered as no. And this is the variable in equation. There were three variables: student age, student gender, and constant. This is the value of constant. The constant estimated constant is no need for interpretation, and the age of student is minus 0.477. This indicate that the log of odd decreases with increase in the student age, and the exponentiated value of the beta provide that 1 unit increase in student age results 0.6 into 1 unit increase in number in the probability or the odd ratio from no to yes. Means the probability of in other words, you can say that with the student age is inversely proportional to the smoking. When student become mature, he or she used to are less likely to smoke. And similarly, we found a positive relationship between smokers and student gender. So these are all about the logistic regression. uh, for more videos, please subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.